All right, boys and girls. I know that we all had a long ass day, and it's real busy right now. Being Christmas, the day after Christmas, but I'm gonna try to make this fast. I know there's a lot to talk about. I know if you played Luca, if you played AD, um, I know you're pissed as you should be, but I'm gonna save that probably for the next video. Um, we're gonna start with SGA, 10.3K going up against Indiana. I'm be honest with you, just seeing that matchup, I'm gonna shove him. He's 10-3. He's a little bit too cheap for his upside, and he's too cheap for the matchup. I know I'm very high on SGA. Fire his ass up. LaMelo's in a great spot, a great matchup, decent price. I prefer SGA, but I wouldn't be mad if you played LaMelo. He's in a spectacular spot. Dame Dollar, they don't need him against Brooklyn. Brooklyn's obviously tanking. Um, they should be getting rid of Cam Johnson sometime soon. Probably both of them, Cam Johnson and Cam Thomas, because I think Cam Thomas has a phantom injury. Same thing with Butler. They're getting ready to. They're trying to trade Butler to Philly, not Philly, Phoenix for Beal. So that's why he can't finish games, and that's exactly why he put up 88 fantasy points a couple games ago just to show Miami what he could do. But that's I don't think he ever plays another game in a Miami uniform. Anyway, Trey Young absolutely in play. I'm not interested in Scotty Barnes. I'm off of him. He's 9.1K. No, I'd rather play RJ Barrett at 8,900. I'm done with. Maybe Barnes is still, you know, you know, gimpy from his injury, but we don't have time to play him at 9,100. Only get 40 fantasy points back, 39, 29, 30. Look at this shit. That's not winning us anything. We're losing. If you spend 9K on a guy and his floor is 26 fantasy points and his ceiling is 39, you're fucked. So get Scotty Barnes out of here. If he turns around and has a great game, so be it. Like I've made my decisions and I stick to it. I don't. If Scotty Barnes has a great game, I'm not gonna say, "Oh my God, I should have played." No, I have my reasons for not liking him, and I don't like him. RJ Barrett's absolutely in play. My man shows up to work. 33, 48, 49, 55, 38. You know what? If he goes out there and he gives me a stinker, I'm okay with it because I know that he shows up every day. 24 shots, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 18 shots. I don't care about what he made, I care about what he took. 18 shots, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, 24 shots. You see what I'm saying? The volume and the consistency, that's what I'm looking for. Morant's in play, probably plays 30, 31 minutes. Let's see. Let's see if he got anything over 32 minutes. Nope. 34, 32, 31, 17, 29. I like a lot of those other guards better. Murray's an okay play. Halliburton at home. If Indiana can keep it close, maybe him and SGA have a little bit of a shootout or back and forth, whatever you want to call it. I don't mind Halliburton playing at home at that price. Hero, the leader of the Miami Heat, absolutely in play. Matchup is rough, slow pace. Hero does everything for that team. Suggs is in play, not a sexy play, but he's in play. I think this is the slate where I play Poole and he lets me down, but he's in play. Who else you gonna play? It's a good matchup. McCollum, he's an okay play. Van Vliet, um, I like Van Vliet in certain situations. Don't think we need him on this slate, but he's in the player pool. We'll watch. We'll keep our eye on Giddy. Dyson Daniels is very hit or miss. He might give you 5 steals, but he might give you 8 points. Also, the Sumno can't go. Giddy can't go. Levine, White, Roosh get bumps. I'm off of Simmons. he's not the worst player in the world, but like I said, Brooklyn is tanking. They have nothing to play for. He's gonna play 30 minutes. He doesn't shoot a lot. Not my type of play. Not my type of player. He doesn't fit my quotas. Um Brogdon. If Brogdon's your last guy in, it's not the worst player in the world. But I'm not trying to play Brogdon. He's very injury prone. And how can you get fantasy points when your player is in the locker room? Nemhard if you're desperate. McConnell if you're desperate. I'm never playing Black in my life. Cole Anthony because he's the correct play. But look at the minutes. See, they did it again. 28 minutes, down to 17. I've been telling y'all something's going on with Cole Anthony. They should just get rid of him. Just trade. They should just get rid of Cole Anthony, Boucher. Um, who else? All these guys that are decent, and the teams just don't want to play them. Get rid of them. Don't hold them hostage. Kaminga, get rid of them. Don't hold them hostage. For what? If Lillard can't go, I don't really like Rollins at 4,500. I like him at minimum. You see 2 games where he started, you see his ceiling, 22 fantasy points. At 4,500, that fucks you. You see what I'm saying? I like him at minimum. Your 3K, 20 fantasy points, I could live with that. 4,500, 20 fantasy points, it just cost me a tournament. So that's how you got. It's all math to me. Nothing personal. Just business. It's all math. 4,500 times 6. Can your player get you that? No, that's not your player. Hawkins is in the player pool. Don't think I'll get to him. The rest of these guys, no thank you. Let's go to shooting guard. Mr. Glass, aka Brandon Miller, at 8,800. No thank you. I'd rather play Hero. Levine's in play. Bane's in play. Keep an eye on Murphy. Jalen Green is a reluctant play because he's one son of a bitch. Matherin, he's gone cold lately. 31, 16, 29, 21, and 21. 21 fantasy points at 29 fantasy points at 6,100 ain't going to get you anywhere. 31 fantasy points is the bare minimum I'm expecting from a guy that's 6,100. And he was 7,300. Look how his price dropped. His price dropped because he's a failure. Always let the salary dictate what the player is doing. You see what I'm saying? If the price goes up, the guy's hot. If the price drops, he's not. You see what I'm saying? All right, where are we? Amen Thompson's always in play. If he starts, even better. Grady Dick's an okay play. Don't need Grady Dick when you have Barrett and Barnes. Don't need Cody. Don't need Rozier. Rozier's not a bad play, just don't need him. Actually, there's no Drew Smith, so I would say he's probably going to get a little bit more minutes. So if Rozier could play and he's healthy, there's no restrictions, he's in play. Dort if you're desperate. Duncan Robinson if you're desperate. Walter if he starts and you're desperate. But I rather play Dort in that Indiana matchup. All right, let's go to small forward. All right, Jimmy Butler won't be in this game. I'll be careful with Cam Johnson. They're either gonna do two things. They're gonna show him off and run a lot of plays for him to make him look good, or at some point they're gonna start limiting his minutes to prevent him from getting hurt. If you're playing a lot of lineups, you could throw him in one. but I'm scared to death because I know he's on the trade block. I'm scared to death to play him in my 1 and 2 lineups. But he's a good play. If you got big balls and you're not a puss like me, play him. Who are we? Koulibaly, if he's healthy. Not interested in Middleton. He's still restricted. Hunter, I don't mind. Herbert Jones, if you're desperate. Champagne, if he starts. Eason is back. That should mess with Jabari Smith's minutes a little bit, depending on how he plays. If he gets out to a hot start, he's safe. If he comes out bumming it, Eason would take some of his minutes. Not interested in Wilson. Not interested in De Silva. Not interested in Gary Trent. Hawkes is in play, but he's not the guy from last year. He's watered down. It's like getting ready to drink a bottle of Pepsi and all the fizzle has gone out of it and you're drinking fucking black water. That's what Hawkes is right now. He's not the worst player in the world, but he's not what he was. The rest of these guys, THT's in play if what's his name? If Giddy and the Sumno can't go. All right, we're about to go to power forward. If you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking time to watch my video during your busy schedule. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the bell. Thumb up the video. If you're struggling to cash, you don't have time to wait for starting lineups. You don't have time to wait for news. You don't have time to do research. You want me to send you my finalized optimal lineups right before lock? No problem. Check out the Patreon. Link in the description. Check out the channel memberships right here on YouTube. Super chats are open. Everything else should be in the description. And if you need to send me a DM, DFS_Chapo on X, Instagram, and TikTok. Let's go to power forward. Let's wrap this bad boy up and let's get y'all out of here. Okay, Mr. Giannis. If he plays, you can shove him. He's going crazy lately. Jalen Johnson's in play. Great matchup against Chicago. Zion Williamson. Every time I see his name, I just twitch. Because he should just retire. Jalen Williams is absolutely in play. Siakam's been fine. 7.6. Fire up Siakam. Maybe try to get Siakam and OG and SGA in the same lineup. Jaren Jackson, 30-minute man. He's an okay play. If Giannis can't go, if they decide to rest Giannis, shove Bobby Portis straight up your ass. Miles Bridges against Washington, he's an okay play. Looks better with no Brandon Miller. Jabari Smith Jr. looks better with no Tyree Eason, but he's an okay play. Wendell Carter's okay. Aldama's in play. Larry Nance is in play once there's no Okongwu. Let's check on Okongwu. Okongwu's still out. Back to power forward. Back to Larry Nance. Larry Nance's price has come up a little bit, but he's still active. He's been over a 1 fantasy point per minute player since filling in for Okongwu in his role. And they've been closing with Larry Nance. So Larry Nance is okay at 5K. Not the greatest play, but he's okay. Not interested in Agbaji. Not interested in Magbo. Clowney's been starting. Not interested in him. Let's see what he's been doing. A bunch of nothing. Wait, 28 is fine. 24, 37 minutes, 24 fantasy points, 3 for 10, 4 for 10, 20 fantasy points. Not good. 30 minutes, 6 for 13, 28 fantasy points. 5 rebounds, 19 points. He's 4,400. He's a risky play. I'm not really interested in any of these guys right now until we get more news and some of those guys start starting for somebody that's injured. I'm not interested in that rubbish. All right, Sengun 8-6 in play. Vooch, good matchup, 8-3 in play. Never know which band we're going to get, but he's in play, especially with no Butler. Hartenstein, let's get in this matchup. Goga, you can take that shot. I prefer Hartenstein. Miles Turner, 6.3. He's an okay play. Messi plays 30 minutes at 59. That's fine. But Lopez looks better with no Giannis. I'm not interested in Claxton. Valanciunas only if he started for some reason, if there's no star. Capella. I prefer Nance because he's probably going to close again. Edie if you're desperate. No Mark Williams for me. He only plays 17 minutes a game. I played Kelly Olynyk last slate. He was a dud. Don't need Nick Richards. And I think that's about it for center until we get further information. On that note, I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate y'all taking the time to listen to my video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video, check out the Patreon link in the description, check out the channel memberships right here on YouTube. Super chats are open. You guys are amazing. Hope you had a profitable Christmas day. And I'll talk to y'all later. Ciao.